as it would be. They were following it for quite some time, even when no other law enforcement was behind it. This is something that we've been talking about earlier on, California Highway Patrol. Now, seeing that officer behind that vehicle might indicate that they might be able to do some sort of pit maneuver, bring this thing to an end. Sheriff's Department, they're not qualified, or they are probably, the drivers are qualified, but the department does not condone pit maneuvers, so they're not going to do it. But the California Highway Patrol, they'll do it. We've seen them do it, and hopefully they're going to bring this thing to an end real quick.
Yeah, quite the scene. I've never seen anything like this. This guy is driving virtually on no tires. They're all rims. I understand that he had been flashing peace signs occasionally out the window.
There it is, right there, Sharon.
Yeah.
He probably heard you. And he has been. And, this is one of the things. We always, it's Los Angeles. We all watch the pursuits. We all talk about the pursuits. And it is sometimes we watch and we kind of just lose the fact that this could be very dangerous. This could end in a way that we won't be talking about in a jovial mood. That driver clearly, as they said, impaired earlier on, weaving across all lanes, doing a bunch of crazy stuff. And when law enforcement wasn't behind him, Sharon, he was actually it looked like, I'm not a psychiatrist or psychologist, looked like he was actually trying to get the attention of law enforcement to get them behind him again, swerving towards cars, cutting people off, driving against traffic. Very bizarre attitude indeed.
So Stu, what happened earlier? You mentioned that for a while the police had backed off, and it seems like he was just driving on his own, but this pursuit picked up once again. We saw the spike strip being deployed. He was basically in one of those turn lanes where you couldn't go either one way or the other because there was a median on both sides. When did it pick up again? When did it become a pursuit again?
That was somewhere down in the South Los Angeles area. There's this portion of South Los Angeles still on it. There you go. There you go. And all on his own right there. Those were the types of maneuvers he was doing earlier on. You can see right there, because those wheels don't have tires, he just basically hit that center median, destroyed his vehicle, and now he's kind of doing the, now
looks like he's giving up, huh?
This is still
trying to get out,
a very dangerous situation. We don't think this guy is armed. We just think he's impaired. California Highway Patrol, the first one's behind him, but the Sheriff's Department, it is basically their pursuit. You can see a number of vehicles. Where are we? I think we're at Aviation or Imperial. It definitely going to be the westbound 101 freeway. You can see the suspect in the vehicle, not hurt. His reaction right away was just kind of like, oh, well, that's the end of that, but definitely not in custody.
Yeah, you mentioned that he was driving along the streets and the freeways, kind of, taunting the officers behind him. So there you go. He's finally come to a full stop.
Sharon, I'm a huge believer in karma, and it looked like it caught up with this guy very, very quickly. How is he going to get out? That might be the conversation that's going on right now. How am I supposed to open this door? There you go. Can't open that door. What am I supposed to do? Well, the deputies there, I don't think they're going to be full of suggestions. They just want this guy out of the car. They may actually ask him to crawl across, or they might actually come over and help him through that window. At this point, though, that door definitely not opening. He seems to be complying-ish, if that's a word. Right now, those deputies, they've got their guns out. They may approach the vehicle, they may not. They just don't know. This guy, he might have other tricks up his sleeve that we don't want to see. Right now, though, it's some conversation. And we're going to be out here on the 101 freeway, very close to LAX, the 105 freeway, very close to LAX, just past the 405 freeway.
Yes, Stu, I was just checking online here. Exit 2A there along the 105 freeway. That's La Cienega Boulevard and Aviation Boulevard, depending on where you're going. So that gives our viewers a little bit more perspective as to exactly where this is right now.
Well, Aviation and La Cienega. Right, let me take a look real quick. I don't think we're going to, well, maybe he's going to climb out. Hang on, I just don't want to miss anything. I was going to see what the traffic is doing. A lot of the traffic, if it slows down enough, they'll probably start taking them off the 405. You can see some other law enforcement. That is a optical illusion. They're kind of elevated.
They're down below.
So those officers down there on the ground, so they're just kind of well below it. They can't render any aid. But these deputies and California Highway Patrol right now probably talking amongst themselves, how are we going to get this guy out? Hopefully he just climbs out the window. but